My heart is heavy with sadness. I think that it's permanent damage. I don't wanna be loved by the world, but then going to hell in a handbasket. You living now, but later tragic.
That's what I was gonna say. Like meeting you and everything. Like I wouldn't say you're like so cutthroat because you still like care about certain things. Like you'll be respectful. Like you're just not a disrespectful ass dude or anything. But what I will say is that
Appreciate it.
what I will say is that you're gonna tell it how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate like making it about like women and stuff, but like when I first got with you, that was my conversation with you because I didn't know a lot of things when it came to relationships and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying that you would say this. I'm not saying that you said this at that moment, but the way you said like you like, yo, she probably fucking somebody right now. Like and just been straight up. And I was like, oh my heart. Why you say that? Why you say that? And I was hurt because I was like, damn, this hurts. Like this is real life. They supposed to be loyal. I'm loyal to her.
I'm loyal. Oh my god.
I love her.
I mean, that's like direct therapy. Well, first off, just because it's on my mind, and this probably may throw you off, but pause, because you had said in the beginning when I first got with you, and I was listening, letting you cook, but I was just like, my fault.
No, I was saying when I first met you, and we were friends and stuff. Yeah. Let's keep it heterosexual. We're two heterosexual males here, okay? Yeah. But like I was saying, when I first met him, and we were friends, and we were in the gym, and we were like talking about certain things. That was one of the first conversations we were talking about relationships and shit that I was dealing with at that time.
Yeah, but that was just like one me and my man's. So I've been a fan of Future, and one of his songs is called Rockstar Chains, and on the hook it says, I know a nigga gonna do it to me, so I'm always going to send a blitz. So what that means to me, how it applies here is that was told to me like from one of my mentors, one of my like OGs, and like that isn't when you're like in that headspace of like you're going through like a breakup or you're going through anything like that. For a man, the type of men that like we are, like we care, and we're like disciplined. We're real with ourselves. We're our hearts on our sleeves, good persons and stuff, good people and stuff like that. I didn't know at the time when I was in your same headspace that that's what was needed, like being 100% like raw, like real and honest, and like that's going to keep you grounded and centered. Versus you not hearing that, you just, hey, let me just cater to how you feel and blah blah blah, keeping the reality from you. Because I rather, going back to what I said earlier, because this other content creator that likes to have everything that he says make sense. Yeah. So going back to humbling yourself for yourself, so God don't do it for you. Hearing that, hurted you and hurted me, but it helped me deal with the reality before I seen it. Yeah. That's to me, that's like humbling yourself. Because if you're not thinking, and it don't have to be that harsh. It didn't have to be those words, because I was direct.
Actually, you did say those words verbatim. That's what you said.
It didn't have to be those words. It didn't have to be that direct, but it also was something to prevent other bullshit that could have happened without you even having that on your mind. And like, even though you handled it the way you handled it, it still could have went left, because you could have heard that and be like, nah, that's
probably
dead.
Crashed out.
Yeah, right. So I trusted to a certain extent because how I handled my shit, and I was able to, walk you through some of the things that helped me after hearing and living with that, those words and that reality. Like one of the things was like going to the gym, like, cause that shit calms you down and it helps you to stay focused. But like that's something that's needed. So you're not living in a fantasy. You're not living in like, and it don't have to be that extreme. It don't have to be with that same situation. Just like being real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And like preparing for the worst. So it's not gonna hit you hard. Like, and then we both like made it through school. We both made it through like challenging, like times, challenging things, bachelor's, masters, like just being black, honestly. So like the best thing we could do for our gender, for our sexuality, for our race, and to not be in a statistic, is to have complete like control over your emotions and over yourself. And like, yeah, I mean, if it's worth it now, even though it's like probably years later, I apologize for how that like have made you like think in that moment, but I do it again, nigga. Yeah. I say the same shit the same way.
I'm here again to say
that. Yeah. Cause yeah.
Nah, thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph, and thank you, even though he probably don't even watch like my videos, but my boy Nigel from New York. But both of y'all, like, yeah, y'all just had to be straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember, and I got 2 points for sure. But for one, I remember like recently thinking about, I was like, bruh, life has a way. Like, first of all, life is cold. Like, ain't no, it's not no uncut. I mean, well, yeah, it's just uncut, like just raw. Like it's cold and everything. And I don't know if that's a pause. I'm gonna just go ahead and pause it because I don't know. But
good, thank you.
But as far as like just like life in general, I was thinking recently, I was like, dang, I remember I was just this innocent person, man. Like I was, a little bit more softer. Granted, I wasn't like no pushover or anything, but I was just soft. I remember life was so simple and everything. Like what the hell happened? And I was asking that question, and I'm just like what the hell happened? And everything that you're saying right now is just valid. Like you got to go down to go up and everything. Like that stuff, built character. Broke me down and made me stronger. Yes, I am a little bit more like I don't take no bullshit, but and I'm not just this angry person walking around. No, but a lot of things like I'm ready to face head on. Like some of my deep, darkest secrets, my traumas as a kid, all that stuff, like facing it head on. I'm not scared of it. You feel what I'm saying? And I wrote a poem about that as well. I was talking about like, I'm not scared of like the dark and all this other stuff or being alone in silence. Really right here, up here, like this shit, some of the things that like if I tell people or I've told my therapist and everything, like not a lot of people are, will face that. They'll bury it. And that's what I did at first. But now when I came back to light and God like wanted to humble me and everything, he just, here you go. This is what you gotta do the work. And that shit made me stronger. I'm telling you. And it was something else and that was another thing too, like just with people being humble, like it's probably off topic, but I feel like it needs to be said. But like I think everybody needs to be humble for sure in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Don't go through life thinking that you shouldn't be humble or things just not supposed to happen to you or whatever it is. Like I feel like everybody need to be humble. And there's some people that need to be humble. Like you need your ass whooped. Like not even just like on the level of like what we talking about. But like you need your ass whooped. I'm talking like beat the fuck up. I'm sorry. Like some people just because you got money, just because you dress a certain way, just because you got this many followers or whatever it is, that does not mean anything. Just because you got some letters on, just because you rock KSI on your jacket or whatever it is, I will still take these letters off and beat you the fuck up. Sorry. But a lot of people just need to be humble. I'm sorry. And that shit been blowing me a lot lately because like, that's what I'm saying, like real ass whoopings. Like I'm just saying, like there's some people you just know, like you ain't really had your ass whooped. You ain't really had nothing really happen to you in life for real. Like that whole saying of what was it from Funk Flex where he was like, not everybody can come up here. Like that's how I'm just be feeling sometimes. I'm like, bro, some of y'all just can't even live some of the things that I've been through or even sit on this couch and have this fucking conversation. Like real shit. I'm sorry. But
damn.
But what's it called? I think like even, and that's what I'm saying, even like physically as well. Like when I'm saying like people getting their ass whooped. Like I got my ass whooped when I was yes by like my parents and stuff, but like still like when I don't even know if I should be saying that on camera, but as far as like being in a boxing ring, like I've been in a ring with pros, amateurs, whatever it is, and never laid one punch.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that I was tough out here and all this other stuff, ready to fight every nigga, but then got in that boxing ring and somebody who's 150 pounds and shorter than me and hit me so hard that I saw a blurred screen, like just blurry everything, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm humble. Like I'm not going out here being no tough guy. I'm not. No matter how much money I got, no matter what job I'm working or whatever level I am in life, there's never nothing that I can say that I'm not humble. Like I'm always gonna be humble.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree on that boxing tip for sure. I boxed and I did MMA. I did MMA for a very short time. I boxed for a couple of years, and it's not enough to just say that you've done those things.
Yeah.
And it's cool to say, but it's not enough. And I've gotten humbled like as well. I never got knocked out. I never got on one knee, or anything like that. But I've gotten like a bloody nose for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten hurt to the point where like I had to retreat, and I've gotten even outside the ring. I used to fight a lot. I've even got days. I got jumped before.
Yeah, I remember you told me the story.
Yeah, so it goes back to like what you was saying when you was hype about.
I'm sorry.
Like
I got a little.
Yeah, I mean, whatever people you talking about, whatever, like humble yourself so God don't gotta do it for you, and God can humble you through other people. Hopefully, you don't even have to be in that energy to do that. To pause for whoever.
Sorry, that was too much. Did I do too much?
Nah, you good. That's genuinely how you feel. What I'm on now. Everybody's entitled to an opinion and to express like your feeling.
Yeah.
I don't personally think that your opinion and your feelings are 100% like right and like they're validated because you're so passionate about them. But I do think that your opinion and your feelings, like, they matter. So not just you, but just people. So they should be expressed. They should be out there, and they should be communicated so it's not bubbling up inside you. Yeah. And that's also like a way of like you like releasing and like humbling like yourself by like getting it out. Because if you keep the shit inside of you, you keep your feelings and stuff inside you, and you're surrounded by people who you think got you fucked up or who aren't humbled or who don't care about how you feel. You mix all of that with liquor and like with weed or whatever you're into, you're cooked.
Been there.
And all of that shit is going to be times that whoever or whomever that shit is for, it's going to be like very bad, and God forbid life ending bad, like on the person inflicting the harm or the person who is intended for. So like that's why I'm really at a place I've even prayed to get to, like people's opinions, people's feelings, they all matter. They all need to be expressed. They aren't all like 100% correct, but they all need to be like at least communicated and heard. And going back to what I said earlier, like I want to like kind of show up for people and like listen to them and like be a listening ear, and like they can know like, all right, like if I can't do anything with Ralph, because some people I yap, some people yap, like a lot of people want to be heard, bro, and like that's some shit that can honestly probably de-escalate a situation, or you can find something within yourself just by letting somebody just talk and like hearing another opinion, hearing another way of thinking and shit like that. And going back to what I said to you, where it was just like, you know, harsh on the ears and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that was my opinion, my experience, and you shared like how that felt or whatever to you. But you know, it was still something that you didn't, it did get to you, but you didn't like let it stay there. I've heard like how that made you feel and like what you were doing. We don't gotta revisit that because that was like we're past that point. But going back to your opinion and like being heard and like your feelings and stuff, all that stuff matters. Because if you keep it like to yourself, it's gonna like make you probably like indecisive or make you decisive about something that's really wrong that's really bad because like you don't think nobody cares about what you are saying or your views on something or how you feel when you can just have a conversation. You don't always have to spend money like for a therapist like to have it. You can, you know, a trusted friend or something like that. And
ChatGPT, that too.
I would say, yeah.
To a certain extent.
I would say ChatGPT. I would talk to God, number one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Talk to God for sure. If you don't have a trusted friend, because some people, God forbid, they genuinely don't have anybody, but some people, I've heard it says people don't genuinely have anybody. And I learned that ChatGPT, like confiding in that and going to that, that's like, not to get religious on here, but that's going into like idolatry. I think that's what it's called.
Idolizing.
Yeah. And if you like, and it's not an attack against you because I'm guilty of doing this as well. But like when you forget to like go to the source, like the real source, because like that's more like ChatGPT is more like a like vanity, like a false sense of like connection and
or validation when it comes, or something like that.
Yeah, when it comes to your inner like spirit, like obviously if you need something for work or you're trying to find something to study or whatever, like use that as like maybe a secondary, like you know how that's primary, secondary muscles, like use that as like a secondary, but don't forget the true source for real. And that's something that I think people aren't even considering because like we all are living in like a microwave instant. We want something, and like even forcing myself to not even go to ChatGPT, that's to me keeping me humble and keeping me grounded because from my experience, because I can only speak on me, when I'm praying, it's not like calculating and like giving me an answer back quick and like asking for more and keeping you hooked and keeping you coming back and keeping you away from like, and you feel good and you feel your opinion is listened to, your feelings are, you know, all of that shit. And like, honestly, what the fuck is being done with all of that shit that we're feeding you? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
to avoid all of that, what I've learned is like to kind of keep God like at the center and like first, and like having those trusted like friends and stuff like that for you, because that's not even just about God, bro. Just going to ChatGPT, that can cause, in my opinion, the relationship. It will like really like rip all of this in half, because instead of talking to you about something or confiding with you, I can just type something that be on my phone, and I'm removing the relationship. Not, and it's different types. So pause. It's different types of relationship. You have friendships. You have intimate. So don't, you know. But yeah. So it can ruin. It can ruin that, because like I was having a conversation last night, bro. Before social media, before phone, back in the biblical days, even before the Bible was like a Bible, bro, people were interacting with each other. That's how we're intended to be. We're supposed to interact, not with your phone, not with the computer, not getting attached to that. So like, and then with God, so like, you know, having that, and some people, whoever your religion is, like just meditate, pray to whoever, stay focused within yourself. But like when you get hooked and addicted, like, because how validation is like a disease, it's a drug, it's addicting.
Yeah,
like all of that stuff is going to keep you like fully yourself, and like you going to think that you have the answers, which is going into not being humble and humble yourself, so God don't do it for you, because it could get bad like real quick. So
nah, that's real, Ralph. And And I think you kind of like made me take a step back too, because I wasn't um, well, not trying to sound defensive as well, but now I get where you're coming from as well, as far as that. You don't need to idolize. We don't need to idolize our phones or run a chat GPT. I was saying like for me, like I said, not trying to get defensive and stuff, but for me, I've dealt with a lot of hurt from like so many people of like me telling somebody some stuff, and then some people will either like use you against you or whatever it is, or spread your information to other people, or not even be like a good listening ear or a good person to talk to. They will make it about themselves and all sorts of stuff, and I'm like, I ain't even asked about, what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, or I'd be like, okay, if I was, but I'm telling you about something and you're not even like, I don't know, you're just not a good person to talk to. And I feel like, you know, yes, it is a phone or whatever it is in certain moments. I wouldn't always run to that. God needs to be superior over everything. And I feel like I've always said that on any platform that I'm in. If God is not involved in every aspect of my life, if I'm not praying to Him in every aspect of my life, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I don't want it. Like, God is superior over everything. But in certain moments where that's what I said, like people have messed me up so much that I would rather talk to a fucking robot before I start talking.
That's how fucked up shit getting. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I
I'm
couldn't
like,
have said it no
God
better.
damn.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's where it's gonna go. Like, and not
yeah.
even before chat is like a popular AI is not the only one. But before that, um, that would be just done scrolling. Like just like the screen time little app on your phone if you got an iPhone.
Yeah.
That'll show you like what you're running to.
Yeah.
And like it'll give you a false sense of like dopamine, and you wouldn't even be real with yourself about what you running from.
Yeah.
And I've heard like I was grown. I was born in the generation where computers first started being like heavily integrated like in schools and stuff like that. So I'm not I'm a millennial, so I was born with like technology. Yeah.
Fat ass motherfucking.
Yeah. So it was in every part of like school, but I wasn't ever attached to it. Like I hated like video games. Like it would make my head hurt like just watching the screen for like a long time. And applications going on. I log out of everything, bro. Like the only thing that got me in a chokehold is like YouTube. But that's something, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, outside of that, I log out of stuff, bro, because like it for myself, it takes away my focus to stay focused and locked in on the many things that I put on my plate that I may not have to do, but that's what's going on with me right now. And like that's just for me. And I think as far as like staying focused and being locked in, doing what you gotta do, if people, you don't have to log out, but like just have some dedicated time away from it, because it's always going to be there. And like people are using this to connect with other people and keep up, and try to compare and validate themselves and stuff. But then when you get in person, it's like you can't just wait and think of a response to say. Like you have to actually be a human and have a human interaction and shit.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to like IG, like, and I had asked this in my last video, like if this shit got shut down, like just gone, never came back, or all social media and everything, like what would people do? Excuse me. Like what would people be doing? And all sort of stuff. And my fault. I ain't gonna cut you off. But what's it called? Because some things are really like sick to me. One of the things that is really hard to me, and I'm not going to say personal things, but when things go on that are like real life, and people pull out their fucking phones like about everything. There's somebody that is being unalived. I can't say the word that I need to because I'll probably get flagged for it, but unalived on camera, and you're pulling out your phone. You know, somebody's doing some dumb, I don't know, just dumbass shit or whatever it is. You're pulling out your phone like every single minute. Like I feel like some people just cannot just sit in silence, sit in their thoughts and everything. And one thing that you taught me, and a lot of people that um, date me or my friends or whatever it is, that they always know that like Malik is always sitting by the water. And I go over there, I pray, I talk. Usually I don't tell this people, but still, I go over there, I talk, I sit just in my silence. I cry. Sometimes I might yell. Hopefully nobody out there, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people can do that. People always got to pick this up, you know? So I leave my phone in the car or whatever it is, but I go sit by some water just so I can get grounded again. Or even when I'm at work or even when I'm in here. Like, I don't need, I got so much things going on in my life right now. I can't hear that damn ringer or them alarms go off 24/7. It's going to bug me to death. But yeah. I don't know if you're about to say something to close out or anything, but
Yeah, just your phone is addicting. Um, people run away. You can escape. Like I think it's a drug because my dad, he struggled a lot. He's good now when it comes to like um, drug abuse and stuff like that. And not to put that out there, but like that's like where I come from. And your to me, like your phone isn't no different from that. It's just something that's not going like inside of you, like
mm-hmm.
how alcohol goes inside of you, drugs go. All right, there's multiple ways drugs could get absorbed to like your skin, but your phone is like something like external, like it's going inside of you, like your spirit and like your routine. And like when you look at what's really happening, like you're wasting time, you're getting a false sense of enjoyment, you're comparing, um you're wishing you had. All of that stuff is taken away from like what you could be doing with your life, your walk and just connecting with like other people. Some people watch other people connect with other people, whether that's not gonna say it, but so you don't get flagged, but like corn.
Yeah,
Some
thank you.
people
I was
watch,
about to
you
say
know, people that's what
it.
people saying on
Yeah,
YouTube. Some people watch, like people connect with other people
yeah.
like online, and
Hmm.
some people watch other content of people like getting to know another person, like going smack at somebody or running down on somebody online, and that's taken away from you having a personal um relationship or interaction with somebody else. So your phone is like kind of like in a way, and like it's good like to connect with people because there are positives. Like you can FaceTime, you can talk, you can have those same like interactions that you would have in person, which is conversation. But if it gets to the point where like you're spending like majority or all of your day every day
Hmm.
on the phone, like that's gonna be a problem. And then you mentioned like what happened if IG like just completely goes away. I think all hell will break loose. And the main thing I'm thinking about is that's people's like livelihood. Like some people like actually like their lives are like fully furnished from Instagram,
Yeah.
like content creators. So that's I'm speaking on that part. Is that's more important than having somebody cry about a platform because we're living in a day and age where if Instagram goes to shit, another application would be made, another software similar would be made. Like
Hmm.
not to bring it up, but like the T app, that little bullshit with
Oh
with
man,
women, men made another app to counter
did they get
the
you?
app, huh?
Did they get you on the T app?
I don't have nothing to be got on there, and
Now I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking
yeah,
with you.
yeah. So, but I'm just saying that to say, if something goes to shit, something else will be made.
uh,
So, like, and I think like if the IG thing, it'll be really bad because the people who are um using that to make a living is gonna be like, damn, what I'm gonna do now? It ain't gonna be no different from how Donald Trump and Doge like removed a lot of the jobs. It'll be something very similar to that, in addition to people complaining about it and
yeah.
stuff like that. So, but it's just my opinion. It's very controversial, and I'm fully prepared for anybody else's take on it. But yeah, that's all I got.
Nah, but like, I was asking that question to be like goofy and stuff, but like that's the that's our convo. Did they get you on the T app? Like you on there? Like there's a joke from it. It's a running joke on TikTok and all
Yeah,
this other shit. Like that's our that's our lifestyle. There is no really real life really
yeah, it's
in a
nothing
lot of
serious.
you know what I'm saying, a lot of serious shit. And I was saying that jokingly, but like still like that's the convo. And it's just like, yo, come on, be for real. So like and I'm closing out just with like just saying like there's a lot of shit that people just do not post. Like this camera's gonna go off. We're gonna go about our lives for the rest of the week. We're gonna post this. Y'all gonna see this or whatever it is. But niggas are dealing with real shit behind camera. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't notice. We don't speak on it. We only tell y'all only so much. It's still kind of surface level on certain things. But
Mm,
these people, these streamers, these comedians, all this stuff. Some people are living good lives. Some people are being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to talk bad about anything, but I know some people who are posting like they doing good. Like I could say a good 5 people that are posting like they doing good, traveling, posting money or whatever it is, broke as I don't know what, or what's called just miserable. Like, and that's what it is. Like you just don't really see it, and it's just like, I think we made this video or we had this conversation really stemmed off of like, bro, like just be real with yourself. Like some of this shit don't really matter. You feel what I'm saying? That $300 $400 bottle that you just bought in the club last night, um, what's called, and the next day, or you posting on Instagram and everything like, oh, we living. Oh yeah, I seen you was lit last night in the club. Yada yada yada. And then the next day you hurt and fucked up and sick and everything, or you down bad for a couple of days or all that other stuff. And that's what we were talking about. Like some of this shit don't matter. Like we try to find more stuff that kind of like feed the soul, in my opinion. That's how I put it. Like things that really make me feel good, like creating, journaling, talking to God. Matter of fact, let me put that number one. Like that's what I'm saying behind this video. Anything else you want to say?
you kind of took the words right out of my mouth, but like just the process,
Mm-hmm.
um, being repetitive, um, going back to the drawing board and just rinse and repeating. That'll build that confidence. Um, and that's the stuff that like people don't post is like the real shit. Like, you know, if you aren't rich, if you gotta do shit on your own, like your laundry days, you gotta cook, or you may want to go out to eat. You don't feel like cooking. You gotta make some shit, or you go without, or you don't feel like going to the gym, or you really are having a really messed up emotional day. Everything's trying on you, everything's playing on you. Like, what do you do in those situations? A lot of that stuff like isn't posted. Like a lot of people post their highs, or the highs that they want to share, or highs that they think that they're high, that they think are high, and we shy away from the lows. Like there's arguably more lows than highs, and of course like everybody wants to look good and be good, but like just being real with yourself. And I think that's what kind of sparked this video, is this convert going. I think I'm remembering now, like the people don't post real life,
Mm-hmm.
and real life isn't all bad, but real life isn't all good. But real life can be all good depending on like um how you view it, your opinion, like whether you're looking at it from a gratitude standpoint, you're like emotionally intelligent, you're able to express yourself but not be like full of yourself, and like expecting somebody to cater to you as well.
Yeah.
So just like being like a better like human being, not just an attack on anybody, but like encouraging people to do that more. And the people who do have that, because there are people who are like who have that and have every like thing going good in their spirit, and then in their external, even when stuff isn't good, they're still like, and they're still good. And that's the place I'm striving to be at. In the midst of chaos, you wouldn't even know what's happening. You wouldn't even know there's anything wrong. Not because it's a show that I'm, or an act or a facade that I'm putting on, but I really want to embody that. And I would even go as far as like how we open up this video, being vulnerable and showing what I struggle with that most people don't know, is posting like me being okay in the midst of what most people would say isn't something to be okay about. Like that's the type time I would want to be um bold and confident enough to put out there. But that's just me. I'm not pushing that on any person or anything like that, because everybody's different. We all have our own way of dealing with stuff, and as long as you aren't harming yourself or another person, please deal with stuff how you deal with it. But I just thought, how you mentioned earlier, like, content creators be like, do this, that, and the third, and then you'll get this. Yes, that's true, but like the prize is in the process, or like that's a saying where like the proof is in the pudding. The pudding is like the process, and the proof is like you showing up every day. Like no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, you just you having that faith, you being humble, you complain, you feel, you have an opinion, but you making sure that you aren't living in fantasy. Nothing is like overnight. And like, when stuff does blow up for you, it'll blow up, but nobody can never say that had like an air quote overnight success, that there wasn't a process, or that there wasn't something consistent that they was doing to get to that point. And then when they get to that point that they want to be at, whether that's viral, whether that's very wealthy, whether that's like a lot of residuals, people would try to sell you or get you to buy into the fact that they oversimplifying it and making it seem like you just have to do that. Now you still have to sit down and understand something. You still have to go and show up every day. You can't just take a pill and have a body. You can get surgery, you can get all of that stuff. You still got to keep up with that. So you still have to show up and keep, you know what I'm saying? It's a process for anything that anybody can sell you, whether it's instant gratification, instant validation, or an instant destination. Like it's a process for every single thing. And like, that's where I think this video came from. And that's what I'm going to stay grounded in. And like, honestly, when I was going through a lot of the stuff I was going through to get to where I'm at now, I became like, and I'm not just saying this because it's something that I've heard, but I liked who I was within the process. Like I was showing up, I was expecting, I was hungry, I was locked in. I really wanted like all of that stuff. So like, I'll leave y'all with that. Like love the process, do the work, stay humble, and be real with yourself, and like do the inner work. So, for yourself, so God or the outside environment don't have to do it for you.
Yeah, switch up the beat, what happened? I'm true to this, ain't no acting. Favor too good, he maxed it. Every day God max it. I pray for my wife, gotta have her.